Virgos. So please make sure to get the book at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The links will be in the description box below as usual. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, my email address as well as the prices are in the description box below as usual. So y'all already know what it is. The first two videos to give me the overall most amount of activity, views, likes, comments. I'll go ahead and do those videos first. So it's you and the Cancer crab. So that's what it is that you're gonna get. So let's get into it. So let's get into this. So the cards that I come up with this is for Virgos, just in case you couldn't tell by the title, is the Empress, the Queen of Rods, Four of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Four of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, the Page of Rods, the Hierophant, the Hangman, the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Rods. Hold on just a second. Let me open up the window. All right, there we go. It's harder than what I anticipated. So, what I'm seeing here for the Virgos is the Empress. I'm just seeing here how it is that the Empress, the Queen of Rods, this is you Virgos, right? This is you Virgos doing your thing, trying to be as straightforward with someone as much as you possibly could, being yourselves. And the Four of Cups, Three of Swords, Four of Cups, Three of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Things didn't necessarily go as you planned between the both of you. What's in between the both of you is the Three of Swords, heartbreak. This person's got their own issues that they have to deal with, and maybe this person may have said something to you, or they tried to get you to do a little bit too much, trying to get them to see that you're really interested in them and you actually wanted to be with them. And maybe they were a little bit lazy. If not that, then I just see them straight, basically just talking crazy to you. You know what I mean? Talking real slick, talking real greasy. And the Page of Pentacles, a lot of y'all decided, hold on. Yeah, so a lot of y'all just decided that you are over it, and you're not gonna essentially try to dispute with this person or like fight with this person. A lot of you Virgos just essentially decided to walk away. The Six of Pentacles is the Six of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. All of this stuff needed to have happened. All of this needed to happen because, again, if people are gonna go ahead and do that stuff like that to Virgos and act as if they don't want to be in a relationship with them, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I can speak from a personal account myself, but still, it is what it is. I've had many people tell me that I wasn't good enough for whatever reason. Heard many different excuses, and had to walk away from people talking greasy to me many times. And so have you other Virgos right out there. The Six of Pentacles, I'll be real with you, the Six of Pentacles, Four of Swords is really just about how this person they're essentially getting themselves, in the sense that they played themselves. You Virgos are like, all right, it is what it is. I ain't tripping off of it. It is what it is. You Virgos just going about your business. the Four of Swords. This person, you know, finally they think that they can rest and all this other type of stuff, being by themselves. And the Wheel of Fortune is that this is what needed to have happened, because it's like they don't have anything going on, and they talking the craziest stuff to you Virgos, like, you know, but all that stuff is nothing but a ploy, because they know themselves that they're not really worth anything. You know what I mean? So they gotta essentially turn you off, or find some sort of way to trick themselves out of liking you and stuff like this. But at the same time, the High Priestess, they still watching you and all of that crap. So at the end of the day, again, I stress this all the time. I talk about this all the time, of the lackadaisical, slow mentality that sometimes people have. A lot of times people may end up getting things that I say in a personal sense, and it may end up getting to them. But the reality of the situation is that it's what's real, right? What is the point of essentially telling Virgos to walk away and walk off, and at the same time it's like, but you still creeping around and still lurking and trying to see, when you could have actually had that particular Virgo there with you? So what was the point of even doing that in the first place? And then you have the Page of Rods. This person know that they know that they're not worth two nickels to rub together, but at the same time it's like, you know, they can't seem to leave you alone. I mean, it is what it is. And then the thing is that the Hierophant now, right? The Hierophant, sorry about that. The Hierophant now is now about like how you Virgos have your own level of innocence, right? Because it's like a lot of you Virgos are like, you did everything that you possibly could. The Hangman and the Three of Pentacles is about how, so I just see how a lot of the Virgos, the Hangman and the Three of Pentacles, kind of change. Yes, there is a level of pause, or there is a level of patience that you Virgos need, because what I'm seeing here is that, like, it's just the level of like, just the level of the Virgos of just knowing that this is what happens a million times, that, you know, people can't act like they have common sense, because they too far gone on BS, and it gets them every time, because instead of them just make a common sense decision, they would rather make boneheaded decisions, and then now they getting caught up in the trick bag. They getting all webbed up, right? They got all types of strings on them, right? Like a puppet. And then it's like, well, how did I get here? Well, why don't you start making better common sense decisions? It's not hard most of the times. And the Three of Pentacles is that it's going to take some time for them to understand that, you know. No, excuse me. They understand it. Let's be real. They understand it right now. But the thing is that it's going to take some time for them to start mustering up the guts to actually live that way. But they understand. They understand quite well. The Two of Pentacles, right, and the Seven of Rods is now about how a lot of the Virgos are starting to even question whether or not y'all would even want to consider trying to date somebody again, considering how goofy the dating scene is. And it is goofy, you know what I mean? And then the Seven of Rods just represents just thinking about how much, like, things don't even make any sense, you know what I mean? How the way that people talk about each other, stuff like this, you only matter if you have clout or if you have money or stuff like this. And like, people are ignoring character, and it's like, okay, but what about character though? Because y'all keep talking about money and clout, and that's all that matters, and people are following suit to that's what it is, that the only thing that matters is cash and ice, and you know what I'm saying, and looking good and stuff like this. It's like, that's bogus. And I just see how a lot of the Virgos are just thinking about it like, is this all there is to this dating scene now? Let's clarify some cards now. Let's clarify the Hangman. Let's clarify. Let's clarify that. So you have the Five of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles to clarify the Hangman. Right. So the Five of Cups is this. The Five of Cups is this person is sorry that they even had to do that, but they had to get you away from them because they're messed up, and they didn't want you to be around them as they're messed up. But the Four of Wands represents how you Virgos could have built with them, right? Like a lot of you Virgos could have built with them. A lot of you Virgos may not have necessarily jumped into a relationship with them per se, but you could have, but they could have called you, you know. And the Eight of Pentacles is just kind of reminiscing about the type of, just kind of reminiscing about how, you tried to build relationships with people, and people are too goofy to act as if they have common sense anymore. Everybody is, so many people running around acting as if they too dumb, you know what I mean, to simply have a conversation with people anymore. Now all of a sudden it's about, like I said, cash and ice, who's got the biggest diamonds and stuff. Not even realizing that diamonds are a terrible investment, and those diamonds is going to fall out your jewelry. And you have to constantly get those diamonds reinstated. And anyway, so let's clarify the Hierophant. All that flexing, but there's no real substance, So to clarify the Hierophant, we have the Queen of Swords. You have the Seven of Pentacles, and you have the Six of Cups. You may hear from this person again, because this person is going to realize that, right, the Seven of Pentacles, this person is going to realize that you didn't necessarily mean any harm. But again, this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, not only are we in a Mercury retrograde, but this is what it is. You know what I mean? This is what it is. This is how goofy people gotta be. This is how much people gotta put themselves in a position to be emotionally distraught because they too goofy to make the right decisions when they actually have the chance. They want to make the right decisions when it's the darkest hour and it's almost too late. That's when, if I just get another chance, man, you know what I mean? And the Queen of Swords is about how a lot of you Virgos are going to be really skeptical of this. You're like, okay, well, what's the point? Because you essentially, you literally told me off the last time that we spoke. So why would I want to mess with you again, Let's clarify the High Priestess. Let's clarify the High Priestess. I've been, to be honest with you though, Virgo, I understand. Like I said, I can relate because that kind of situation just happened to me where, speaking to somebody and the person is basically dry snitching on themselves, talking about how it is that they can message everybody else. They even see messages of supposed enemies, right? And, trying to build that friendship basis. They're on YouTube, and it's that stench now of, well, oh, I don't owe you anything, and you're being very disrespectful and stuff like this. So, at first I was angry, at the fact that, why are you playing the dozens? Why is it that you in the wrong? Because you could have told me, nah, I don't want to mess with you, and I would have been out of your hair from day one. No, the reality of the situation is, let's talk game for a minute. Because if you're a Virgo, if you're a Pisces, you got game. Let's talk game for a minute. You wanted me to wait on my heels. You wanted to keep me guessing. But then when I brought it to you, now you want to go ahead and play the victim. And this is what a lot of people in the dating scene have a terrible habit of. But at the same time, the more you talk, is the more when people listen, they realize, yeah, things ain't gonna end well for you because of your own doing. You're gonna fall on your own sword. Because when people are really trying to push the line, when I was trying to, specifically in Virgos in general, trying to push the line to really open up that bridge of communication, people ain't trying to hear it because they think that they know every freaking thing. So then the Virgos go away. I bet. Now you're in a situation where, but the people who you do want close to you, they ain't really rocking with you like that. So now it's you know what I mean? You wanna play these games with yourself. Like, oh, I want this person around, but such and such, but these people don't really rock with you like that. And again, it's that stench of the people who want to rock with you, you running away from the things that work for you and chasing the things that don't. So to clarify the High Priestess, you have the King of Swords, right? You have the King of Swords, you have the Judgment, and you have the Hermit, which is Virgo. So this is basically about how, these people need to gain introspection, and that ultimately they played themselves. And the King of Swords and the Judgment is just about how a lot of you Virgos, they're gonna fall on their own sword, and and the thing is, a lot of you Virgos, they're gonna reach out to you and you're gonna hear about it from them. So that's how it is. That's how it really is sometimes when people are a little bit too arrogant. Get my heart broken a million times. Even trying to just be cool with people that one-sided friendship, upset at you over nothing type of stuff. Okay, then when you go back and you see them, right, you just kind of keep an eye on them and you're like, okay, well, what's such and such doing? And they doing bad, and you're like, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. I don't have anything to do with that. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace, y'all.